हाँ जी, स्टोरी गेमिंग यूट्यूब चैनल ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ। ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਫਾਈਨਲ ਫੈਂਟਸੀ 16 ਨੂੰ ਕੰਟੀਨਿਊ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਪੂਰਾ ਗੇਮਪਲੇ ਦੇਖਣ ਲਈ ਜੁੜੇ ਰਹੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਚੈਨਲ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਗੇਮਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਜੇਕਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਗੇਮਪਲੇ ਪਸੰਦ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਨੂੰ ਲਾਈਕ ਤੇ ਚੈਨਲ ਨੂੰ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਧੰਨਵਾਦ। ਪਿਛਲੇ ਪਾਰਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਡ੍ਰੇਕ ਬ੍ਰੈਥ ਨੂੰ ਤਬਾਹ ਕਰਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ। ਹਾਈਡਵੇ 'ਚ 2 ਸਾਈਡ ਕੁਐਸਟ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ, ਦੇਖਦੇ ਆਂ ਕੰਪਲੀਟ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ। ਚੱਲ
I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
ਓਕੇ, ਆਪਾਂ ਰੈਸਪੀਜ਼ ਲੱਭਣੀਆਂ, ਮਤਲਬ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਇੰਗਰੀਡੀਐਂਟ।
Across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers.
ਆਹ ਵਾਲੇ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ 'ਚ ਸਾਈਡ ਕੁਐਸਟ ਤਾਂ ਚਲੋ ਅਪਲੋਡ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ ਹੀ ਆ। ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਮੈਂ ਨਾ ਬਹਮਤ ਤੇ ਫੀਨਿਕਸ ਇਫਰਿਤ ਦੀ ਫਾਈਟ ਵੀ ਅਪਲੋਡ ਕਰਦਾ। ਉਹ ਵੈਸੇ ਗੇਮ ਪਲੇ ਦੇ ਅਕੋਰਡਿੰਗ ਬਹੁਤ ਅੱਗੇ ਹੋਣੀ ਆ, ਬਟ ਮੈਂ ਕਰ ਦੂੰਗਾ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਅਪਲੋਡ। ਆਪਾਂ ਮਾਰਥਾ ਰੈਸਟ 'ਚ ਜਾਣਾ, ਬੁੱਚਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨੀ ਆ।
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here.
ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਬੁੱਚਰ।
Welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Boy, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there were
Scorpion ਦੀ tail ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ,
when there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most
ਓਕੇ,
helpful.
ਕੋਈ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੇਚੂਗਾ ਨਹੀਂ, ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਰਨਾ ਹੀ ਪੈਣਾ, ਸਕੋਰਪੀਅਨਸ ਨੂੰ।
Stay sharp.
Oi! You there!
ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੌਣ ਸੀ ਕਲਾਈ ਨੂੰ ਆਵਾਜ਼ਾਂ ਮਾਰੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੀ। ਓਏ ਯੂ देयर। Or scorpions.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
Over here!
Enemy slain.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
ਡਿਲੀਵਰ ਕਰਨੇ ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਹਾਈਡਵੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ।
Hunting down bearers. String.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long.
ਦੇਖਦੇ ਕੀ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਲਿਆਉਂਦਾ। Some time later.
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
ਸਹੀ ਕੀਤਾ, ਨਹੀਂ ਖਾਦਾ। ਉਲਟੀਆਂ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ।
Odin's teeth. What an assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
ਚਲੋ ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਕਰੀਏ ਅਗਲੀ ਸਾਈਡ ਕੁਐਸਟ ਕੰਪਲੀਟ।
Into the steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
Well, that was certainly not what I expected.
ਅੱਜ ਯਾਰ ਸਾਈਡ ਕੁਐਸਟ ਹੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕੰਪਲੀਟ। ਕੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਕੰਟੀਨਿਊ। ਹੁਣ ਇਹਦਾ ਕੀ ਰੌਲਾ ਵਿਚਾਰੀ ਦਾ।
Oh, bother. Whatever am I to do now, Clive?
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. Those girls' rags
Okay.
are so threadbare. It's a wonder they don't fall to pieces. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained, even here at the hideaway. You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
ਓਕੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਸਿਉਣੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ।
Of course not.
ਕੱਪੜਾ ਥੋੜਾ ਪੈ ਗਿਆ ਨੇ ਸਟਿਚ ਕਰਨੇ
What can I
ਸੀ।
do to help?
Oh, aren't you a dear? You see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in Northreach, blue and red. But they don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need someone
Okay,
to
Northreach
take this
ਜਾਣਾ ਹੁਣ
receipt
ਆਪਾਂ।
and collect them.
And you'd have this someone be me.
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both.
ਓਕੇ,
They said they'd give us new clothes. But we've no coin.
ਜਵਾਗੜੀ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਨਾਰਥ ਰੀਚ।
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Look at this place.
Let's hope the draper has Hortense's cloth.
Might I interest you in some swansdown? Perhaps some seersucker or herringbone?
Just some linen. 2 bolts. Already paid for in full.
ਓਕੇ ਸਕ੍ਰਿਪਟ ਦੇ ਦੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ।
Apologies, my lord, but your items aren't here. They were due
Okay.
to arrive on a caravan from Bocklad, but there's been little traffic on the road these past few days. My mother thinks it
Okay.
might be bandits, but she always
ਓਕੇ
thinks
ਇਹਨੇ
it's
ਆਪਾਂ ਪੈਕੇਟ
bandits.
ਡਿਲੀਵਰ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਤੋਰਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਬਟ ਆਪਾਂ ਡਿਲੀਵਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਇਆ ਰਸਤੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ।
So I assume the caravan will be coming from the south.
Yes, hopefully carrying all manner of spice and sundries. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Going to find it. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh, well then, be safe.
ਓਕੇ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ। ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਹ ਵੈਨ ਲੱਭਣੀ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਕਾਟ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਸੀ। ਪੰਗਾ ਲੈ ਗਿਆ ਨਾਲ ਚੌਕਬੋ ਨਾਲ। ਚੌਕਬੋ
Get him!
ਉਹ ਕੀ ਉੱਡੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਯਾਰ। ਉਹ ਗਰੂੜਾ ਦਾ ਕੁਛ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ। ਓਕੇ ਅਰੁਣਾ ਰੈਂਕ ਸੀ। ਓਕੇ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੋੜਿਆ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਬਾਉਂਟੀ ਆ ਲੈਵਲ 27 ਦੀ ਆ।
This isn't gonna be easy.
ਲਓ ਜੀ ਅਰੁਣਾ ਦਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਕੰਮ। ਅਰੁਣਾ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਅਟੈਕ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਮੌਕਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੱਤਾ।
Rest well. I know I will.
Get him!
ਪੁਲ ਉੱਤੋਂ ਦੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉੱਧਰ। ਯਾਰ ਸੱਚ ਪਲੇਸਟੇਸ਼ਨ 5 ਸਲਿਮ ਵੀ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਹਨਾ। ਆ ਗਿਆ ਖਣੀ ਆਉਣਾ ਉਹਦੀਆਂ ਬਟ ਫੋਟੋਆਂ ਦੇਖੀਆਂ ਬੜਾ ਘੈਂਟ ਆ ਯਾਰ। ਤੇ ਫਲਿੱਪਕਾਰਟ ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਇਹਦੀ ਸੇਲ ਚੱਲੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ ਪਲੇਸਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਸਿੰਪਲ ਦੀ 5 ਦੀ 45,000 ਦਾ ਮਿਲੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ। ਆ ਸੇਲ ਦਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੀ ਆ ਬਈ ਜਿਹਨੇ ਲੈਣਾ ਲੈ ਲਓ। ਬਾਅਦ 'ਚ ਸੇਲ ਚੱਕੀ ਜਾਣੀ ਆ, ਫੇਰ ਇਹਨੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਾ ਮਹਿੰਗਾ 54,000 ਦਾ।
That damn bird's a menace.
I swear.
ਆ ਰਹੀ ਕਾਰਟ ਡਿੱਗੀ ਪਈ ਹੈ।
Who's gonna buy my wares now? State your animals left them in.
But they're hardly damaged at all.
Is there something wrong?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. And all thanks to this fool.
But it was you who
ਉਹ ਭਰਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਲੁੱਟਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਏਗੇ, ਮਦਦ
Only
ਕਰਨ ਆਏ
after
ਆ।
that feather-brain trampled me, I demand recompense, be it in coin or the items you carry. Refuse, and I shall report you to the garrison and see you hanged.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Boklad, would you?
I am, but
ਓਕੇ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਡਿਲੀਵਰ ਕਰਨੇ ਸੀ ਵਿਚਾਰੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹਦੀ ਕਾਰਟ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੱਜ ਗਈ ਆ ਸੇਠ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ।
So the fool has protection. And coin too. Sorry, friend, but we'll be the ones taking it. Oi! Killer! It's time to
Look.
collect.
ਕਲੈਕਟਰ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਇਹਨੇ।
You not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act.
bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
ਓਕੇ
I'll deal with the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me that.
ਚੱਕ ਕਿਲਰ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਤਮਾਮ, ਇੱਕ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਅਟੈਕ ਕਰਨ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਆਪਾਂ।
All right. You made your point. Killer my ass.
Did he hurt you?
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded had the great lender not sent you. My shipment is safe, and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward you.
We can speak of that once you're safe in Northreach. I'll accompany you there.
ਓਕੇ ਨਾਰਥ ਰੀਚ ਛੱਡਤਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਡਿਲੀਵਰੀ
So
ਗਾਇ
you
ਨੂੰ।
and my mother were right. It is always bandits.
And were it not for the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order back from them at twice the price. Now, if you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment at the Vale before my return to Boklad. Farewell.
ਓਕੇ ਫੇਅਰਵੈਲ।
Oh, I almost forgot. I suppose you'll be wanting your linen. You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safely along with the rest of the delivery. I've also added a few extra lengths of our finest fabrics to the bundle. Free of charge.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the least we can do for the man who saved our shipment.
How's that done then? Now it's
ਹੁਣ ਚੱਲ ਗਿਆ ਹਾਈਡਵੇ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ। ਇਹ ਗੁੱਡੀ ਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਦਈਏ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਸਿਉਂਦੇ।
Clive, sorry again for sending you all that way. But you did get my order, didn't you?
Don't worry. I have it. I believe this will more than satisfy your needs.
Let's see here. One bolt of red, one bolt of blue. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet or... Is this gold work? Gregor's ghost. If that devilet of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that
नहीं
score,
उन्हें गिफ्ट
Hortense.
देता.
They were a gift. For services rendered. I can always return them if you like.
Oh, no. Oh, there's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all three to good use. Speaking of which one's most to your liking?
I don't know.
ਉਹਨੇ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਕਿ ਤੂੰ ਕੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਪਸੰਦ ਕਰਦਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰਤੀ ਹੈ ਬਲੈਕ ਹੀ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਬਲੈਕ ਐਮਬਰਾਇਡਰਡ ਲਿਲਨ
This one, I suppose.
I've a mind to give a piece to Jill. Did you know she's quite the little seamstress?
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right. The two of you were raised together in Rosalith, weren't you?
Not quite together, but when my father put down the uprising in the Northern Territories, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Oh, sometimes I think she never takes it off.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way, I'm sure she won't turn it down.
We'll see, I suppose.
Cut from the cloth. Complete होगी.
Lady Hortense said she'd give us our dresses soon. Said they'd be made of linen.
इधर पईयां दो साइड क्वेस्टां ये कर दईए कंप्लीट ਆਪਾਂ नहीं ये साइड क्वेस्ट नहीं कि सॉरी एक ही है साइड क्वेस्ट सा
Let's see about planting those seeds.
Won't be long now, Martel. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she
Okay,
died,
without magic
and
fruits
now the
grow कर
fruit's
रहे हैं.
finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Okay.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory.
Okay, अब fruits deliver करने हैं.
Today's finally the day.
Let us know if you find any rotten.
आई थिंक अब गलत राह पे आ गया। यप, ਇਹ ਕਲਾਈਵ ਦਾ ਰੂਮ ਆ ਵੈਸੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਆ ਗਏ ਸੀ।
Is it true what I'm hearing, Sid?
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
ਓਕੇ, ਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਟਰੀ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹਨੇ ਪੁਰਾਣੇ ਹਾਈਡਵੇ ਤੋਂ ਬਚਾਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਟਾਈਟਨ ਨੇ ਅਟੈਕ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ।
Our man in Dalamore mentioned a gift from the backyard for your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you?
Hang on. These aren't
Orto.
Martels, are they?
I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste.
ਹਾਈਡਵੇ ਦੀਆਂ ਸਾਈਡ ਕੁਐਸਟਸ ਹੋ ਗਈਆਂ ਕੰਪਲੀਟ। ਹੁਣ ਆਸੇ-ਪਾਸੇ ਏਰੀਆ ਦੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਦੋ ਕੁ ਰਹਿ ਗਈਆਂ, ਤੇ ਕੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਕੰਟੀਨਿਊ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ।
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket
You're
with
welcome.
me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
ਓਕੇ, ਹਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਬੈਗ ਯਾਰਡ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਵੀ ਆ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਹਾਂ ਭਰਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਸੇਬ ਬਣਤੇ ਆ, ਤੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਖੁਸ਼ ਸੀਗੇ।
One day, I want to sail all the way to the shore.
Let's see about planting those seeds.
The Cursebreakers sent their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her? After all these years? I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
ਇੱਕ ਹਜੇ ਪਈ ਆ ਹਾਈਡਵੇ ਦੀ ਕੁਐਸਟ ਵੀ ਹੁਣ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛੀਏ ਕੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਆ ਹਾਂ ਦੱਸ ਭਰਾ ਹੁਣ ਤੇਰਾ ਕੀ ਚੱਕਰ ਆ
Damn blighted bilge. Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the dead.
Okay, the boat ਟੁੱਟੀ ਹੋਈ ਆ
Now, I'm not so
ਉਹ ਸਹੀ ਕਰਨ
unkind
ਵਾਸਤੇ
as to
ਸਮਾਨ
ask
ਚਾਹੀਦਾ
you
ਇਹਨੂੰ
to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
ਗਲਤ ਲੋਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਤੇ ਆ ਗਏ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਹੀ ਤੇ ਆ ਸਹੀ ਤੇ ਆ
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth.
बस इन्ना काम सी।
I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Okay, done quest. ਹੁਣ ਦੇਖੀਏ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਈਡ ਕੁਐਸਟ ਪਈ ਹੋਵੇ। ਹਾਈਡਵੇ ਦੀਆਂ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਕੰਪਲੀਟ ਆ। ਹੈਣੀ ਜੀ। ਚਲੋ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਪਾਰਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਨੈਕਸਟ ਪਾਰਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਕੰਟੀਨਿਊ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਗੇਮ ਪਲੇ ਦੇਖਣ ਲਈ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ। ਮਿਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਪਾਰਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਜੇਕਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗੀ ਤਾਂ ਲਾਈਕ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਨੂੰ, ਤੇ ਚੈਨਲ ਨੂੰ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਧੰਨਵਾਦ, ਬਾਏ ਬਾਏ।